Be the most productive person on earth. I'll get so much stuff done. I'll be like taking a trip to Hawaii. I'll be over here like paying bills. I'll be like getting extra practice reps in. I'll be doing all types of stuff. What animal would I be if I could be any animal? I would either be a snow leopard or owl like. Hey Raider Nation, buckle up because today we're diving into a topic that's going to spark some serious debate. The Las Vegas Raiders have had their share of draft hits and misses, but one pick has been labeled the worst in recent history. Can you guess who it is? Spoiler alert, it's a name that still stings for us silver and black fans. Let's unpack the story of the 2021 NFL Draft, the Alex Leatherwood saga, and the painful what could have been with Christian Darrisaw. Grab your popcorn because this one's going to hit hard. This is your go-to source for all things Las Vegas Raiders news, and today we're breaking down a draft decision that's still haunting the franchise. According to a recent report from Dice City Sports insider Matt Holder didn't hold back when he called out the Raiders' 2021 first-round pick as a colossal misstep. We're talking about a choice that not only flopped but left us dreaming of what might have been with other stars still shining in the NFL. Stick with me as we dive into the details, the fallout, and the players we could have had. What do you think? Was this the worst draft pick in Raiders history? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The 2021 NFL Draft was a pivotal moment for the Las Vegas Raiders, with head coach John Gruden and GM Mike Mayock calling the shots. Coming off a season where the offensive line needed a boost, the Raiders set their sights on Alabama's Alex Leatherwood, selecting him 17th overall. On paper, Leatherwood had the pedigree, SEC pedigree, a national championship ring, and raw power, but the pick raised eyebrows immediately. Many analysts called it a reach, projecting Leatherwood as a late first or early second-round talent. Did the Raiders see something the rest of the league missed, or were they setting themselves up for disaster? The hype around Leatherwood didn't last long. He started all 17 games for the Raiders in 2021, but it was a rough ride. Penalties piled up and his performance at tackle was shaky at best. By midseason, the Raiders had no choice but to slide him to guard, a position he wasn't drafted to play. By the end of his rookie year, the writing was on the wall. When a new regime took over in 2022, Leatherwood was waived before his second season even started, just 4 games with the Chicago Bears. Later he was out of the NFL entirely. Raider Nation, does this one still hurt? Let's talk about it. Raider Nation, we're just getting started. Imagine if the Raiders had gone a different route in 2021. The sting of the Leatherwood pick isn't just about his struggles, it's about who we missed out on. 6 picks later, the Minnesota Vikings snag a player who's now a cornerstone of their line. Who is it, and how does it feel knowing we could have had him in silver and black? Let's dive into the what ifs that keep us up at night to make the Leatherwood miss even more painful. Let's talk about Christian Darrisaw. Selected 23rd overall by the Minnesota Vikings, Darrisaw has become everything the Raiders hoped Leatherwood would be. This Virginia Tech standout has locked down the left tackle spot, earning a massive 4-year $76 million extension last summer. He's a cornerstone for the Vikings offense, protecting their quarterback and opening lanes for their run game. Meanwhile, Leatherwood's career fizzled out after just 32 offensive snaps since his rookie year. Ouch. What do you think? Would Darrisaw have been the answer for our O-line? But wait, it gets worse. The 2021 draft was loaded with offensive line talent that the Raiders passed on. Penei Sewell, Rashawn Slater, and Elijah Vera Tucker all win in the first round and have become studs for their teams. Even in the second round, the Philadelphia Eagles grabbed Landon Dickerson, Leatherwood's Alabama team. Henry Ruggs 3 to Damon Arnett in 2020. The Raiders' first-round picks from that time have left fans frustrated. Matt Holder's analysis on Bleacher Report calls Leatherwood the worst of the bunch, not just for his lack of production but for the missed opportunities. Imagine Darrisaw anchoring our line or Holland patrolling the secondary. The Raiders' draft woes have set them back, but with new leadership and picks like Ashton, Jeanty in 2025, are we finally turning the corner? Let's keep this conversation going. All right, Raider Nation, let's turn the page for a second. The Leatherwood pick was a gut punch, but the Raiders are looking forward. In 2025, they made a bold move to fix their draft mistakes. Want to know who they picked to turn things around, and how does this tie back to the lessons learned from 2021? Stay tuned because this is where the silver and black start to shine. Fast forward to April 2025 and the Las Vegas Raiders are making headlines with their draft strategy. With the 6th overall pick, they selected Boise State running back Ashton, Jeanty, a dynamic playmaker who's already being compared to Raiders legend Marcus Allen. After a 2024 season where the Raiders' rushing attack was the worst in the NFL, averaging just 3.66 yards per carry, Jean's arrival is a shot in the arm. His explosive speed and vision could transform the offense under new head coach Pete Carroll. Raider Nation, are you hyped for Jeanty? Drop your predictions for his rookie year below. Zany selection shows the Raiders are learning from past draft blunders. Unlike the Leatherwood pick, which was a reach based on potential, Jeanty was a consensus top talent who filled a glaring need. The Raiders front office, led by GM Tom Telesco, seems determined to avoid the mistakes of the Gruden-Mayock era. They're also eyeing day 2 of the draft, with reports suggesting they could trade down for their second-round pick, 37th overall, to stockpile more more talent. What position should the Raiders target next? Let's hear your draft board in the comments. The hope is that Jeanty could be the start of a new era for the Raiders' draft success. Past first-round busts like Jamaris Russell, Robert Gallery and Clelin Ferrell have left scars, but the 2025 draft class feels different, with Jeanty leading the way and rookies like cornerback Darren Porter already earning first-team reps. The silver and black are building something special. The Leatherwood miss taught us to value fit over flash, and Raider Nation is ready to see this team rise. Are you feeling the optimism, or are you still skeptical? Let's talk about it. Raider Nation, we're almost at the finish line. The Leatherwood saga is a reminder of how one draft pick can change a franchise's trajectory, but the Raiders are bouncing back. Want to know which veteran is facing a make-or-break season, and how does this tie back to the 2021 draft? This segment's going to fire you up. One player feeling the heat in 2025 is defensive end Tyree Wilson, the Raiders' 2023 first-round pick. According to Silver and Black Pride, Wilson is among 8 Raiders facing a make-or-break season. After 2 underwhelming years, the former 7th overall pick needs to prove he's not another draft disappointment like Leatherwood or Ferrell. With Max Crosby leading the D-line, Wilson has a chance to shine. Raider Nation, do you believe in Tyree Wilson's breakout potential? Drop your take in the comments. Wilson's situation echoes the pressure Leatherwood faced in 2021. High draft picks come with high expectations, and the Raiders can't afford another bust. The 2025 season will be a proving ground for Wilson, Porter and the entire draft class. With Pete Carroll's coaching and a revamped roster, the Raiders are setting the stage for success. How big of an impact will Wilson make this year? Let's hear your predictions. The Raiders' draft history from Russell to Leatherwood has taught us that every pick matters. The 2025 offseason shows a franchise learning from its mistakes, with Jeanty, Pratt and Kappa signaling a new direction as we look